Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to look at some of the speaking section and we are going to continue some of the speaking section. So we are going to continue the second unit which we saw yesterday. Okay. The first thing we have to look at is giving a full answer. So this is a part one of the speaking section. So giving a full answer. You are not expected to give long replies to the examiner's question in part one, but you should try to expand your answer a little and show the examiner what you can see. So you're not expected to give a long reply. It means you're not expected to give the examiner more than five sentences, more than four sentences, even more than three sentences. You may give it. அங்க போய் பார்க்குறேன் நீ அதோ ஃபேன் ஆஃப் பண்ணிடுவேன் you are not expected to give more than three sentences, but you have to give at least two sentences. So what you have to do is you have to give a topic sentence and then you have to expand on it. So, for example, I'm saying, um, do you work or study? So, for that question, I have to answer. I work I work as an instructor and at a private university. I've been working in this job for more than 5 years. So that is my answer. So what I have done is I've given a topic sentence that I've been working, and I mean I work as an instructor, and I've been working in that job for more than 5 years. So I have expanded the answer. That expansion should come flawlessly, and that's how examiners will mark you. Categorize the adjectives in the box below according to according to what they describe. Some words may go in more than one category. So what you have to do is these are the adjectives. So there are adjectives in this box. There are many adjectives in this box, and what we have to do is we have to categorize this adjective and what they describe according to what they describe. So some words can go in more than one category. So we have a taste, flavor category, texture of food category, smell, aroma category, the effect food has as on us. So the effect food has on us that category. So anyway, I shouldn't use so very often. I have to pause the sentence and then I have to start over another sentence. While starting over another sentence, I may use linking words or else I should use pronouns. I should use linking words and I should use pronouns. Instead of saying so, I should use linking words and I should use pronouns. Okay. Now text flavor, bitter. Bitter is a taste, and then spicy is a taste, and then sour is a taste, and then sweet is a taste. Bland is a flavor. Taste. Um, the texture of food. The texture of food. I don't know. Smell aroma. Okay, let's just try this smell aroma. Crunchy, fatty, fattening, filling, fizzy, greasy, hot, juicy, refreshing. So the refreshing is the no, refreshing is the effect that we have that the food has on us. Refreshing, so smell, aroma. So salty is a taste, and then spicy, sweet, sweet, easy, refreshing. Fatty is the texture of food, and then creamy is the texture of food, and then chewy, chewy, we are chewing it. It's not texture, it's not smell aroma. It's the effect that food and maybe chewy comes under the first category. Fizzy is the effect that has on us. Juicy, tough, tough, crunchy. Crunchy, I think texture of food. Anyway, I've made some category. So bitter, and then crunchy, chewy, bland, fatty, fattening, filling, filling. Okay, we'll check out the answer later. We will just look at the next exercise. Complete the sentences with an appropriate adjective from the box in the exercise 5. This is so dash that I seem to gain weight just looking at it. This is so fatty, fat, fatty that I seem to gain weight just looking at it. It tastes so dash cooked in all that oil. It tastes too creamy, or else fattening, not fattening. It tastes so soggy, so so spicy, or stuff. I'm going to write stuff. Okay. After a game of football, I needed a really refreshing drink. That one we can't go wrong because wow, this curry is almost too spicy for me. That was such a I don't think I will be hungry again for a while. That was such a fattening meal. I don't think I will be hungry again for a while. I'm afraid dash drinks just make me sneeze. Um, hot drinks, dash drinks just make me sneeze. I don't know. I'm afraid this coffee is too bland. Let's ask for a mild bitter. Yeah, this coffee is too bitter. They make this crisps so when you think more, of course, they crunchy. So they make the script so crunchy. Then you drink more, of course. So this is one good way of um, developing our vocabulary. So by doing this, we can describe something. So these crisps were so crunchy. I finished the whole packet, and yeah. So two so much. So we have um, the grammar section two. So that so such that two. The meal was too spicy for me to eat. Two plus adjective for someone to roll. The meal was so spicy that I could not eat it. So plus adjective that. So these are the patterns. Um, so adjective. So adjective that the meal was so spicy that I could not eat it for someone. So the meal was too spicy for me to eat. For me, that someone is me, and then such article. It was such a spicy meal that I could not eat it. Such article, such a adjective, spicy, and then noun meal that. Okay, the meal was very spicy for me, so that not for me. Okay, the meal was the drink was very refreshing. This is the correct way of writing. This is the correct way of writing. So these we can look at Cambridge. Hold on, I'm just looking at Cambridge dictionary. It was so spicy for me to eat, so that I mean, if you're aware of um, these formats, you can't even speak flawlessly. I mean, grammar and vocabulary, it should be within you. It forms the basis of language, grammar and vocabulary. And along with it, so they got spicy, okay. Um, Here we can see too spicy, so spicy that, okay, this is grammar patterns. We can't study for every word. I mean, there are no specific grammar patterns for every word. There are patterns, but you have to find and search for every word. It would be tiring and it would take years to perfect those grammar patterns. If it is within you, if you are a current intermediate, then some of the grammar patterns, I mean, many of the grammar patterns will be within you. So I think I don't need to worry about this. 7, we will go to 7. Ask each other questions about the food and drink below. Try to give additional information or a reason in your reply. Use intonation, word stress, and facial expression to help you communicate. So I have to use three things. First one is intonation, and then word stress, and then facial expression. So useful adverbs to terribly, very, rather, pretty, fairly, quiet. Have you ever tried noodles? Yes, I have. In fact, I eat noodles at least once a week. It's a part of our meal, and also, I think noodles are very healthy as well. I wasn't very keen on them. I'm afraid I'm not keen on them. They were so salty that I couldn't finish them. Um, how do you find them? Yeah, I had them once from a takeaway restaurant. Okay, first what we have to do is ask each other questions about the food and drink below. So these are the list of food and drinks. Food and drinks. And also, have you ever tried? How was it? What do you? Did you think of? How do you? How did you find eating them? Have you ever tried? How was it? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? How were they? How you did you find? How did you find them? Okay, how did you find them means how do you like them? It's more of a, um, I think it's more of a different context word. We often use verb. find to discuss our opinions on food. Yeah. In order, because we will get confused, the author, the writer has given us a signal here, so which means find means to discuss our opinion on. So how do you find them? I'm not very keen on eating them. I think they are salty, and because of low sodium in our blood. So these are the questions. How do you? How was it? Have you ever eaten? Have you ever tried noodles? Yes, I have. So this is the yes or no question, and how was it? What do you think of it? And these are the WH questions. Ask each other questions about food and drinks below. Try to give additional information or a reason in your reply. So what I have to do is I have to give an additional information plus or a reason. Here what they have done is I'm not very keen on them. They were so salty that I couldn't finish them. Have you ever tried sushi? No, I haven't. In fact, a Japanese restaurant is near in my place. Is near my place. I I always back off from that restaurant because the menu they show outside is very pricey. So I actually okay. Have you ever tried sushi? No, I haven't. In fact, I have near my place there is a Japanese restaurant and they have variety of Japanese food items including sushi. But whenever I look at the menu, they were very spicy. I mean, they were very pricey, so I never dared to try them. Have you ever tried noodles? Yes, I have. In fact, it's my favorite meal. Um, I think it's very easy to make and it's tasty as well. The reason why it is my favorite is it is very easy to make and it is tasty as well. So we can use this bland, creamy, spicy, salty, sticky, soy, sweet. So these are the adjectives. So we can use these adjectives to show our range, to show our vocabulary. So after I'm going to study about adjective. Have you ever tried peanut butter? Yes, I have. But the thing is, I do not like that flavor. It gives me allergies. Okay. Have you ever tried peanut butter? Yes, I have. The thing is, I do not like the taste. It tastes kind of funny. It tastes kind of salty. At least the box that I bought was salty. Taste is salty for me. Have you ever tried tomato sauce? Yes, I have. In fact, it's my favorite sauce, and I eat it along with fried rice. Have you ever tried coffee? Oh, yes, I have. The thing is, I am a coffee addict. I drink it every single day, at least 2 times a day. Have you ever tried shawarma? No, I'm afraid can't stand shawarma. The thing is, it's very bland and it has no taste other than bland taste. Have you ever tried chocolate? Yes, I have. In fact, my favorite item is chocolate, and especially dark chocolate. The flavor is kind of good, and it's really refreshing to me. Okay. Have you ever tried chocolate? Yes, I have. In fact, whenever I'm feeling down, I always take a piece of chocolate so that my energy will go up. And chocolates, I like um, chocolate flavored ice cream as well. Have you ever tried wheat? Yes, I have. It's a staple food in my household. For every 2 days, in a week, at least 2 days, we will eat dishes made of wheat. For instance, chapati. Okay, you guys, today the class is over. Tomorrow we will say the next class, next speaking session.